TBIC, the best in sports entertainment here live and proud to say, the team that's really good is the team and the family. So today we want to shine the light or put the green light on a particular player that we believe has been possibly the best defensive player in the playoffs of 2025, Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter currently, during the regular season he had 25 solo tackles, about 4.5 sacks. But look at the sack number, you may say, hey, the sack number is very low, but he's been double teamed, triple teamed, within the middle of the offensive line, and they're trapping him, double teaming him, but he's still able to be disruptive, cause fumbles, disrupt plays, so forth and so on. So today we want to speak about how good he is. What's your thoughts on Jalen Carter and his abilities on defense from the defensive line for the Philadelphia Eagles?
First and foremost, he's one of them Georgia Bulldogs. He come out that school that we keep just drafting all these good defensive talent from. His production on the field is overwhelmingly well and productive, if I might say so. He was kind of known as a hothead coming out of college. He had a little incident where it got cleared up or whatever. A little riffraff on the sideline with the coach, but that's expected from a competitive person. He's not breaking any laws or anything like that. He's vocal, as you can see from the clip in the Rams game when he went at the other player. I forgot his name, but he's locked in. Every time you see him out there, whether he's on the field or on the sideline, he's locked into the game of play. When he's only 24 years old, he has a lot of football left. The second season with the Philadelphia Eagles, This man is constantly demanding a double or a triple. His sack total isn't outrageous. He had 4 sacks, like you said, 4.5 sacks, like you said, a couple quarterback pressures, and other than that, but everything that he's doing outside of that, his production that he's giving outside of the sacks is causing the rest of the defense to get to the quarterback because of the play from him. When you got 11 on 11, offense and defense, and you got 2 and 3 players on the offense that's trying to slow this man down, you got 3 players coming off. This man might get a sack, but this sack is coming from Jalen Carter because of the attention that he is drawing away from other players, his teammates and stuff like that. And his motor does not end. Constantly, it's constantly revving. He wants to eat all game long. Like this kid right here, in another year or 2, he's going to be a household name. He's going to be thrown around in names. Like he's climbing the ladder of the Dominican Sues, the Fletcher Cox and stuff like that. Like this kid, right? And he only has room to improve and grow. Like, and it kind of sounds a little crazy for me saying that because you see him and you say, well, dang, he looks absolutely phenomenal right now. I think he is going to be even better. Do you see how this man picks up quarterbacks with one hand? This man is great, and that's just it.
Yeah, so, if you look at his numbers, last week against the Rams, he had 5 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. But one of the sacks and one of the fumbles came at timely times in the game where the Eagles were on the brink of possibly allowing the Rams to score. The first where they punched the fumble out of the running back, and the Eagles were able to recover and return all the way down to, I believe, the 3-yard line. And then also the sack. That sack is what sells. Exactly. Yeah, so the sack saved the Eagles' season, I believe. So just looking at this young player and his productivity in only one season, this will be his second season in the NFL, and he's already becoming a problem for offensive line. So it's hard to kind of deal with somebody of his size. He's a 6'3", 314 pounds, and so you call him a man child.
A man child, 6'3", 314 pounds. The kid, he's 24 years old, Toffee. 24. And we got about a good, barring any significant injury to him, you got a good 8 to 10 years out of this man.
Yeah.
8 to 10, if he trained hard and keep his body in tip-top shape as he is now, man, that's going to be a problem for that NFC East for years to come. That was how he hit that way, out of the park by picking Jalen Carter. Because he fell in the draft.
Yeah, because of the issue he had.
A lot of teams, bypass that, and I see the red flag, and I understand why organizations bypass that. But you have to take a chance on him, which the Philadelphia Eagles did, and look what the chance is paying off.
Yeah, at some point he has an opportunity to be the best defensive tackle in the league. at the rate that he's going. I know there's a lot of great players there in the NFL. That
They
play
already,
position.
not to cut you off, Tawfiq, but they projected him to go 1 or 2 in that draft, but he failed. I think he still was top 10, but he had failed tremendously due to the situation that happened in college.
Yeah, the Eagles picked him with number 9 overall pick.
Yeah.
So thank you for allowing him to drop and allowing the Eagles to take him because we definitely appreciate having him on the defensive line. Anything else you want to add in regards to Mr. Carter?
Man, I just, for me, I could sit up here and talk about this kid all day long, but, I don't want to, hold the attention of the fans that long on this, but he is just absolutely phenomenal, man. This kid comes in and he works hard, man. He does what he got to do, man. And it's just paying off. It's paying off in his work of play. Like, we can sit here and see. I can talk all day till my head fall off, but if you watch the game and watch how this man cause havoc on opposing team's offense, even if you don't see the production as far as sacks and quarterback hits, what he demands from the offense, as in their attention on him, is absolutely it's breathtaking. Mm-hmm. This man is throwing throwing offensive linemen off of him and getting back there, whether he's around his ankles or whether he's actually grabbing onto your quarterback. This man is demanding, y'all need to pay attention to me or I'm going to wreck this whole game. And that's just it. This kid, man. And we're only seeing glimpses. This is what I think anyway. We're only seeing glimpses of his greatness. Another 2 to 3 more years to come, man. Like I said, he's going to be a household name. And he's going to be in everybody's wish list if the Eagles was to let him go and they can acquire him.
Yeah, so I don't see Howie Roseman and the guys letting him go anywhere. I see
anytime soon.
Cashing out and with his play, his abilities, he's going to make a lot of money in there.
Yeah.
Money. So you heard it here first. It's TBISC, the best in sports entertainment.
MegaCare LLC, giving you an abundance of what you need. Do you know that MegaCare LLC has been top rated in home care since 2020? If you have a loved